Welcome to My Naturally Sweetened Life. Let's make split pea soup. First you will need 3 medium carrots. Peel them and dice them. If you don't have fresh carrots, you can always use canned carrots. Next, you need some sort of meat. Today I'm going to use leftover pork roast. That's my favorite to use in split pea soup. But you could also use leftover beef roast or leftover roasted chicken. Also, you need diced onions. You can either use fresh onions and cut them up, or you can use frozen onions. I like to dice up onions in bulk and put them in the freezer so they're always ready on hand. The next thing is coconut oil. I buy my coconut oil from Azure Standard, and it's expeller pressed so you can't taste the coconut oil, but you will need that to help fry the onions and the other vegetables that are coming up. Give the onions a stir, making sure they do not brown at the bottom. The next thing is we're going to throw in those diced carrots that we cut up earlier, and we're going to give them a stir and let them cook until the onions are translucent and softened. After that, we're going to add our garlic. This is about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic. I like to dice my garlic up in the Vitamix, and then I scoop them out on parchment lined paper and freeze them. It is super convenient to have them. And then add the meat. And then we'll add the chicken broth, 2 quarts of chicken broth. This broth was super delicious because we made it from a couple of old roosters that we had hanging out in the freezer. They make very rich chicken broth. The next thing we're going to do is put in some split peas. Add some seasonings. This soup really only needs salt and pepper. You can add other seasonings. You can add bay leaves. Really, you can do whatever you want to with this soup, and that's why I love it so much. And it's great for using up leftovers. And here it is. This is what the soup looks like when you first have all the ingredients in the pot before it begins to simmer. Alright, the soup has been simmering for a little bit and it's starting to lose some of its liquid, and I'm going to add just enough liquid to cover everything. I don't want too much because we like our soup to be a little thick. So just enough to cover up the veggies, and we'll let it simmer some more. Okay, so it's been simmering a little longer. You can see how the peas are starting to break down and the soup is beginning to thicken. It's got a little bit more to go, but we'll keep checking in on it about every 30 minutes. Here's the finished soup. Some of the kids already got a bowl or 2, so it looks a little lower, but you can see how creamy the soup is. It is just super delicious, and I'm very sure your family is going to love it. I would love for you to come over to mynaturallysweetenedlife.com and get the full printable recipe. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.